Welcome back. Keat 60 Hotshot Adventures, working on the 2015 Ram 2500 Tradesman. And as you know, they got coil springs. And, well, I haul, as you guys know, anything and everything. So I've got these Timbren SES. This is the part number I got. And so, here's bump stop, OEM one. And this is the timbrens stuff. This is what's supposed to give you that extra suspension capacity. And then you got your plates. And then you got your different bolt heights. So you got the short bolt, as if you're not using the puck. And then you got the long bolt, if you are using the puck. Depends on your application and your truck. In my case, I am not. When I was sitting at ride height, this moment I got it jacked up. I measured from the top to the bottom, and it was, in my case, it was 6 inches at ride height, just sitting there. Well, whatever unloaded is, tools and whatever in the bed. My average ride height, so it was about 6 inches from the bump. The plate on the axle to there, and so that's why we're not going to use that spacer. Pretty easy. It was two 15mm bolts, passenger side anyways, front and back. Got them down here. Threw some anti-seize on them because I'm in the rust belt. So now we're going to go ahead and get them installed. I believe the order of operations is plate first, get it up there, tighten down. There was no real torque spec, just tighten it up. I mean, I took the bolts out with just a wrench. And then get your timbren in there. And then it goes like that. That bolt will go in there. You're going to have to use a, whatever, 6-inch extension. I don't know what size these bolts are yet. Probably, 15 or 16. But as you can tell for comparison, there's at least double the height from the bump stop and material. So we're going to put it in, and we'll bring you along. Okay. So we just use the 15mm. We got the nuts on either. Let's see if I can. Got the bolt in there. I threw some anti-seize on them. There. Got those up there. Just tighten them. And then I got that without the spacer and some anti-seize on that. When you do put the bolt in, do the thing, I used 3/8. I used about a 3-inch extension with a 17mm short, just long enough to do what you need to do. Because the deep well, the bolt will fall into the bolt and it won't work. And when you tighten it up, I don't know what the torque spec is, but you can't just keep going and going and going, because it doesn't actually stop, because this is like a rubber material, so it basically keeps trying to compress. I mean, maybe it will, because I see there is a metal piece in there, so maybe we'll try and go a little bit more, but yeah, we'll go a little bit more, because it felt like it probably go more. So I'm going to tighten it up some more and then do the other side. Alright, working on the driver's side. Same thing. Here's the bump stop. This one I needed a long 3/8 ratchet. Front bolt out. Just gotta finish getting the back one out. Alright, got the bracket here. I will note that the pad goes towards the back. Because when you put it in here and you set it down, the bump stop will line up. If it's the other way, it won't line up properly. Alright, that one's in. I think that light should be alright there. Won't be able to get both sides, but we'll get this side anyway. go. There's about maybe an inch on that side, on the driver's side. Let's see if we can't see. And maybe less than an inch on this side, passenger. Barely get my finger under there. But then again, my garage floor isn't level, so that's about how they're supposed to sit. You're supposed to have about an inch. I haven't read the directions, but all the YouTube videos I've watched. Sorry, that was close. You're supposed to have an inch. We'll see what happens. Don't have any gigs yet, but in the near future, I'm supposed to move a 32-foot camper, bumper pole, and yeah. Thanks for following along.